Hello my motor enthusiasts. Today on F1 Motor Fever podcast, we're diving into the twists and turns of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Quite the weekend, wasn't it, William?
Absolutely, Enzo Watts. Carlos Sainz especially had a tough ride. He was hoping for a much stronger showing in front of the home crowd, the Tifosi.
Indeed, despite starting in a promising fourth thanks to Piastri's penalty, Sainz just couldn't capitalize on it. Ended up fifth, didn't he, after some intense racing?
That's right. He did manage to fend off Piastri initially but lost the spot after the pit stops. He finished a whole 8 seconds behind Piastri but kept a safe distance from Lewis Hamilton.
And with his teammate Charles Leclerc securing a podium, it must have been a mixed feeling for the Ferrari camp, celebrating yet reflecting on what could have been for Sainz.
Yes, Carlos mentioned he had issues with the car that weren't related to the new upgrades. It's those fine margins, 1 or 2 tenths of a second in qualifying, that are crucial.
Absolutely, and he's looking to bounce back in Monaco. Remember, he's had good runs there in the past, even snagged a podium last time.
Monaco could indeed be a turning point. Let's see if he can find those crucial tenths and turn his luck around.
Right, let's shift gears. I'm Enzo, your host at F1 Motor Fever podcast, where we bring you the freshest cuts from the Formula One world every day. Joining me is the always insightful William. How are things, mate?
All good, Enzo. Thrilled to be here as always, dissecting these high-speed dramas with you.
Brilliant. And hey, to everyone tuning in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on those notifications, drop us a comment, and why not share with your mates and family? It's a huge boost and keeps us delivering top-notch content straight to your speakers.
Absolutely, your support fuels our passion. It's what keeps us racing ahead with great content.
Speaking of racing ahead, you won't believe the insights we've got lined up. Today's topic has twists that even seasoned fans might find unbelievable. So, stick around, because you really don't want to miss this one. It's crucial, not just for the fanatics, but for anyone who appreciates a good underdog story or comeback tale.
Oh, it's going to be a cracker, that's for sure.
That's the spirit. Alright, let's put the pedal to the metal and go full throttle. Moving back to Carlos Sainz's weekend at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, it really was a rollercoaster, wasn't it? Despite being bumped up to fourth on the grid, the race didn't quite turn out as planned.
Indeed. He managed to hold off Oscar Piastri initially, but after the pit stops things changed. It's fascinating how strategic those decisions are and the impact they have.
Absolutely, and finishing 8 seconds behind Piastri and well ahead of Lewis Hamilton shows he had pace, just perhaps not where it was needed most. And with Charles Leclerc securing a podium, it must have been a bittersweet moment for Sainz.
It highlights the razor-thin margins in Formula One. Sainz himself pointed out that just a tenth or two in performance can make a massive difference. He mentioned struggling all weekend and finding issues with the car that weren't related to the new upgrades Ferrari introduced.
That's a critical point. The issues weren't from the updates, which means the team has something else to figure out. Sainz emphasized the need for thorough investigation to resolve these problems before Monaco, where he has traditionally performed well.
It's going to be crucial for them to dissect what went wrong and how they can leverage their strengths in qualifying. He seems optimistic about the race pace, which is a good sign moving forward.
Right you are. In such a competitive field, every little detail counts. It's all about assembling the best package for each race, and Monaco's no exception. It'll be interesting to see how Ferrari and Sainz turn this experience around for the next challenge. With his eyes set on Monaco, Carlos Sainz definitely has a point to prove. He's had success there before, hasn't he?
That's right. Monaco has been a good hunting ground for Sainz. He bagged podiums there, including a second-place finish just last year in 2022. It's a track that rewards precision and where Sainz seems to find an extra gear.
It speaks volumes about his driving style. Monaco, with its tight corners and narrow streets, requires a blend of aggression and finesse that Sainz appears to muster quite effectively.
And let's not forget, the whole atmosphere in Monaco will be electric, especially after Ferrari's first podium at Imola since Michael Schumacher's days. The Tifosi will be out in full force, hoping for a repeat performance or even better.
Absolutely, the stakes are high and the expectations even higher. It'll be a litmus test for both Sainz and Ferrari on whether they can iron out those issues spotted in Imola and convert them into a performance that matches their ambition.
It's going to be fascinating to see how it all unfolds. With such a tight field, any improvement could be the difference between just finishing and finishing on the podium.
Indeed, and as we gear up for Monaco, we'll keep an eye on the developments from the Ferrari camp and how they plan to tackle one of the most prestigious races on the calendar. William, what's the word on the street, internet-wise? Anything juicy?
Right, listen to this. Roddy the Ruin has sparked quite the conversation with his post, F1 market, Bottas aims to return to Williams, Ocon to Haas. It's all about the possible team switches in Formula 1.
Oh, that's an interesting shuffle. What's the crowd saying about it?
Well, James H. quips, quote, James, it's Valtteri, unquote, with a heart and teary-eyed emoji, showing a bit of humor there. But then Porsche Life comments, quote, I really hope this happens. I think the combo of JV, Albon, and Bottas would be fun to watch and could score some solid points if they can improve the car a little, unquote.
That's a hopeful view. Any skeptics in the mix?
Absolutely, Crasher mentioned, quote, car looked atrocious last time out unfortunately, unquote, showing some concern there. But then, you have hefty argument adding, quote, Newey back in the business of making client teams better than factory teams, unquote, so optimism isn't in short supply.
And what about the Haas and Alpine story?
Ian Z brings up a good point, quote, I like how this one reports that Magnussen's fate is sealed due to talks with Ocon, while another one just reported Gene Haas is still not sold on the idea of having a rookie, Bearman, on the team, unquote. And then Norcal Winger feels, quote, I feel a lot of us lost faith in Alpine. Or Alpine lost us with grandiose objectives publicly stated but never materialized, obvious internal dysfunction and a bad engine performance, unquote.
Sounds like Alpine's got a bit of a hill to climb to regain some trust.
Indeed, and there's a heated debate about young drivers. Fast Cool Josh pointed out, quote, if I remember it correctly Mazepin was very quick in F2 in 2020, Schumacher won the title against a good field in the same year, and he won F3, F4 as well. He was in a terrible position to begin his F1 career, unquote.
Well, it's never dull in the F1 world, is it? Fans really don't hold back.
Never a dull moment indeed, and the fans' passion is what keeps these discussions alive and kicking.
Thanks for tuning into F1 Motor Fever podcast today. We've had a fantastic discussion about the potential team changes in Formula 1, delving into the futures of drivers like Bottas and Ocon. It's been brilliant having you with us. Remember to subscribe and activate those notifications so you won't miss out on our upcoming episodes, and please, share our podcast with everyone you know, on social media, in casual chats, everywhere.
And trust us, you don't want to miss what's coming up. Our discussions are always top-notch, and who knows what the next race might throw up. It's always more fun when you keep up with us. Make sure you're tuning in regularly, we're here with new content all the time.
Absolutely, and a huge thank you to all our listeners for your continued support. Your comments, shares, and likes help keep this show on the road. We're already looking forward to the next time we get to share all the latest F1 buzz with you.
So until then, keep the banter lively and the debates friendly. And remember, we're all about the thrill of the race here on F1 Motor Fever podcast.
Pedal to the metal, keep your gaze on the road, our channel's content is pure gold. Thanks for listening, and we can't wait to join you again next time on F1 Motor Fever podcast.